What's up everyone, Off the Cuff Reviews here. My name's Alex and today we're diving into some more crazy videos, so let's get into it. This time we're not going to be diving into ghost videos or disturbing ghost videos. We're going to be checking out disturbing dash cam videos. I mean, who knows, maybe there is going to be some kind of ghost shit on here, I don't know, but this is a channel called Chilling Scares, and they upload disturbing dash cam video compilations, and that is what I'm going to be checking out today. This is called 8 Most Disturbing Things Caught on Dash Cam Footage Volume 6. So I'll leave the original link down below. We're gonna be checking this out. This could be crazy, I don't know. I have watched these videos before and they are pretty fucking chilling. I saw a couple of them where people were like getting caught by the cartel. It was just wild. But we're gonna be checking this out today. Let's dive in. I wanted to do my ghost, the video that I did from Nuke's Top 5, I still think I want to do more of those, but just because they're fun. But I did get like a lot of comments of like some people didn't like it, some people don't like Nuke's Top 5 stuff, some people don't like that like ghosts or whatever. So I wanted to dive into something more real, you know, or at least seemingly real. You never know, these people could be faking this too, but we're gonna be diving in. Let's check it out.
At around 11 p.m. on December 6, 2016, a man named Julio Perez went with his friend to a convenience store a couple of blocks away from his house. According to what he shared online 2 days after, his friend had been afraid to go by herself because the store parking lot was known to be unsafe after dark. After spending some time at the store and buying dinner at Carl's Jr., Julio said bye to his friend and pulled out of the parking lot. But just a few seconds later, a red car can be seen pulling out of the same parking lot and starting to follow him on his way home. Disturbingly, as soon as Julio arrives at the stop sign, the red Chrysler can be seen pulling up right in front of him and blocking his path.
So, hit me up tomorrow then. Later. Always. I don't play that shit.
Right, high beams. Right. Ooh. Okay.
Given the circumstances, Julio reacted much quicker than most people would. As soon as he saw someone about to get out of the red car, he put the car in reverse and skillfully backed away. Unfortunately for him, the driver of the red car refused to give up so easily and continued to follow closely.
It is, man. Wait for me.
Right. Yo, it's on site that shit happens to me, man. That's all I gotta say. It's on fucking site, dog. You don't know who these... I don't know why people do shit like this. Like, what are you gaining out of that? Like, there's people around here that don't fuck around when you try to do shit like that. Like, that's all I gotta say. I don't even let homeless people walk up to the car and ask me for money. So no one.
At one point during the chase, the attackers throw an unidentified object at Julio's car in an effort to get him to stop. This is when he decides to call 911 for help.
911 emergency. Hey, there's a car following me. He's throwing at me. I'm on Lomas. I'm on Lomas going eastbound, and he's I don't know what he's doing, man.
Okay, Lomas, and what's the closest cross street to
Right
you?
now, San Pedro. It's a red light. Holy shit. I mean, they're I don't know what they're trying to do, man. Oh my God, man.
You see what it looks like?
It's a red Chrysler 300.
Right.
Holy cow.
Are they still throwing things?
They're just right behind me. I don't know what they're doing, man.
Although the 911 operator was probably dispatching units as they spoke, it would have probably taken the officers at least a few minutes to arrive, which would have been extremely dangerous for Julio. Luckily, as he's on the phone with the dispatcher, he spots a cop car stopped at a traffic light and pleads for help.
They're right behind me. I don't know what the hell is going on. Oh, there's a cop right next to me. This guy right behind me. Hold on. Hey, this guy right
Are you
here.
still there?
This guy right here.
What the fuck?
Holy. The cops are going
Is
after
the
him right
officer
now.
there with you?
No, he just went on a high-speed car chase. Holy cow.
Okay, hang
What
on.
the
let's see,
fuck?
Hang on.
I'm with I just followed a police officer right now. I'm not sure what the hell just happened, man. How you doing, man? I'm with the 911 operator right now. Listen, I don't know what happened. I pulled out. I was gonna go get some food right there on Central, and then all of a sudden this car just pulled up right in front of me.
What?
I thought they were
I mean, like,
carjacking
what
or
the
something, man. And they started to get out. I put it in reverse, and I just got the hell up out of there and went down towards San Pedro and Central.
Did you get a plate number? I wasn't able to get it.
Man, I was hell
That's
no.
okay, that's fine.
Okay, pause. Okay, cops are fucking useless, bro. Fuck cops. How about that? Fuck cops. Cops are fucking. I wasn't. Were you able to get a plate, dude? You have a dash cam too. Fuck. And you know what? We just watched this documentary thing last night about this girl who was like kidnapped and then was like returned. I don't know, wild stuff. But the cops like thought she was hoaxing it or something until they literally found physical like evidence of the crime happening. It's just, why are cops like this? And that's why I do not fuck around. I do not know why. Listen, guys, like if you don't have like GUN, go ahead and get yourself some kind of thing to keep in your car. It doesn't matter if it's that, just have something on you to protect you. Because I'm telling you, cops are fucking useless. And I don't know why, I do not know why like cars do this, or why people do this thing where they like try to like carjack other people or whatever the fuck, or even just like going up to a stranger in another car. I would never, ever under any, I've never done that in my entire life. I've been on this planet for 30 years. I have never once walked up to some stranger's vehicle. Never once, ever. In fact, I try to stay away from the strangers. And I don't let people come up to my car. And Ashley could attest to this. We were out downtown, and like I said earlier in the video, I don't even let people walk up to the car. There was a guy that I'm assuming was homeless. I don't know if he was actually or not. He was walking up to the car, and I think he was trying to ask for money or ask for something, soliciting something from us. We pulled up and we parked, and we're trying to go into a business. And he before we could even get out of the car wasn't even off yet. He walks up to the car. The windows were still up. The windows were up. I didn't like do anything. He walks up to the car and he starts like literally like tapping on the window. And I just turned and I started screaming and I told him to get the fuck away from the car. Literally, don't ever go up to a fucking stranger's car. I don't know what people are thinking. People carry guns on them, okay? I spelled it out. People carry them shits on them, dude. You don't know me. You don't know whoever else is out there. You don't know what we have. You don't. I know you might just be innocently asking for money or whatever the hell, but dude, you don't know people. So like you have to be prepared to DIE in that time if you're trying to do something to somebody else. That's all I gotta say. Leave people alone. What the fuck?
I got it on
Also,
camera,
why are
man.
cops
You have it on
horrible?
camera?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the suspect managed to get away from the officer during the high-speed chase, and it was never confirmed what his intentions were that night. But judging by his behavior, it's more than likely that this was an attempted carjacking. Had the officer not been at the right place at the right time, Julio would have had to stop at the red light alone, where he would have been at the mercy of the attacker. Because neither the cop nor Julio could get the red Chrysler's license plate, the Albuquerque Police Department couldn't pursue the matter any further, meaning that the suspect probably continued preying on other victims on the road.
Right.
This footage was captured on a random road on the outskirts of Warsaw, Poland on March 30th, 2014. Inside the vehicle is a man and his daughter. The road is pretty poorly lit, and even with headlights on, the driver probably can't see more than 20 or 30 feet in front of him.
Right.
A few seconds into the video, a car traveling in the opposite direction flashes its headlights at the driver in what appears to be a warning. Unfortunately, the driver doesn't have enough time to react, and this is where things take a pretty dark turn.
Was a person? Oof.
Jezus Maria.
After swerving
That's
to avoid the
fucking
man
scary.
standing in the middle of the road, the driver attempts to correct the vehicle's path. However, this is much easier said than done in the heat of the moment. Unable to control the car, the father and daughter fly off the road and come to a rest in a ditch. Although it appears that the man had his back turned to the car at the moment of the incident, there's still no reason to be standing in the middle of a pitch-black road while there are cars passing by. Given the man's irrational behavior, it's possible that he was either under the influence of something or attempting to take his own life.
Another story.
But
I
because
got
the
for
man
you
immediately
guys.
fled the scene, his true intentions
Wild,
that night are
wild,
no one's guess.
Wild.
According to the driver,
Here,
he and his daughter
here.
both sustained minor injuries, and the police were never able to find the mysterious man.
Okay, we're gonna pause. We're gonna pause this. Crazy. Also, yeah, why are you walking in the road, guys? Human plus car equals death. You die. You die. You die. UDIE. Okay, UDIE. Because car plus human doesn't match. They don't equal. I mean, maybe you won't die, but you will get seriously injured. And even if you're going slow, guess what? That happened to me. Somebody literally... somebody ran out in front of my car when I was driving. And I was driving the speed limit, and it was on the main road. The speed limit was like, I don't know, 20, 25, I think. So it's slow. It's not fast. At 20, 25, you're going slow. It's dark. It was literally, well, it wasn't too dark. It wasn't as dark as this because it was on the main road. So there's a lot of lights. There's a lot of businesses. But it was like 12:30 in the morning. It was bars, like people were coming out of bars, going to different bars on the road. And it grew. Okay, so it was the main road. There's a light, and then like an intersection, a light, and then you go like literally only like 30 feet, and then there's another light, and then you go 30 more feet, and then another light. So as I turned onto that road from where I was coming from, because I was coming from a convenience store, and I was coming down the road, and I'm driving, and once I'm starting to get to where it's like intersection light, and then or it's like a light and then intersection and then a light, intersection, light, intersection. There's people who are like crossing, and there's a lot of people because it's a college town, and it's like 12:30 in the morning on a Saturday or something, or a Friday, and all of these people are trying to cross, but it's green light for me. Okay, so it's green light, green light, green light. So I go through the green lights, and the first green light was fine. Second green light was not fine. A group of people decided to run across the road. So I slowed down even more. Everything was fine. I go through the intersection because they all ran fast enough. So I'm going through another one, do the same thing. Same thing happened. Third time's the charm, go through the intersection. I'm going slow. This time I'm literally driving like 15 miles an hour, and a group of people decide to walk in front of the car, actually sprint in front of the car. One girl hesitated and then ran as my car collided with her. and it was only like 15, 20 miles an hour, like in between there. And all I remember is her head cracking against the fucking car. And I vividly remember that sound of a head, of a skull smashing against the fucking car. And she's alive. And as far as I'm aware, she's living a fine life, but she had a TBI, a traumatic brain injury, when that happened. It was literally like a fucking movie scene. She literally it smashed off the side of the car, and I immediately stopped. I ran up on the scene. There's a bunch of fucking spectators, and there's fucking glass and plastic and everything everywhere, and there's like fucking blood everywhere. It was literally out of a movie scene. It was nuts. I had to do 3 DUI tests. I was literally 100% sober. They did 2 marijuana tests. Did you guys know that marijuana tests exist? I didn't know that. For people who are high, they have a separate, similar test. Like, that's like a DUI test, but like, they do this like thing where it's literally so rare in America that it's only in like certain parts. Like normally like college towns have like one guy on the force that knows how to do this, that's trained to do it, kind of thing. They gave me 2 of those, 3 DUI tests, like 3 breathalyzers. I had to do a whole walking thing, repeat my ABCs. It was nuts. Obviously passed everything. I went home that night. Everything was fine, but like what I'm trying to tell you guys is heed to my words, take caution, do not run in front of cars, be patient. I don't care. And by the way, that girl that I hit was intoxicated. She was drunk. She was actually under the age of 21, and she was so drunk that she didn't realize that she literally wasn't going to make it across the street. And yeah, it was nuts. It was just a nuts. That whole entire thing was wild, and it's just, I don't know, just crazy. But yeah, let's get back into the video. Just don't walk in front of cars, especially if it's dark.
In 2018, Lauren and Brian Swenson were in the process of opening a CrossFit gym in Nairobi, Kenya with 2 local trainers. One day, the Utah couple were on their way to do some filming with their trainers to promote their gym, when they suddenly came across a traffic jam on the main road. Soon after taking a detour on a dirt road, the Swensons and the trainers passed 2 officers on foot with weapons who gestured for the couple to give them a ride. For reasons they didn't disclose, they chose not to pick up the officers and continued driving until they came across a white public transport vehicle stopped in the middle of the road. Although the couple didn't notice at the time, the driver of the white van tried to warn them with his headlights, but they missed the signal, and this is where things get disturbing.
I'd rather assume they do. Yeah. Drive forward. Cross the
Right.
Yep, drive forward. Drive forward.
Still there?
Yeah.
Just as they pass the van, 3 men armed with machetes appear from behind the vehicle and charge at the Swensons' car.
Wild.
Reacting quickly to the situation, the driver immediately shifts the vehicle into reverse to gain some distance. As the men get closer, one of the trainers instructs Brian to drive forward, and as he does, one of the attackers tries to reach through the window with his machete. In a Facebook post she shared after the incident, Lauren mentioned that when they first saw the bandits, Brian's window was only partially up, and that he sped back in reverse to buy some time to roll it up. When the bandits attacked the car, the window was cracked a couple of inches, but luckily it wasn't enough for the machete to fit through. As Brian speeds away on the dirt road, one of the trainers mentions that he could see cops arriving at the scene.
The cops? They're not even cops. The cops behind. Yeah, they're running into the... away. Dang! Oh, gunshot. No, they're running after them. Let's get out of here.
Alarmingly, a shot could be heard behind the vehicle, presumably from the confrontation between the cops and the men with machetes. In her Facebook post, Lauren mentioned that if she had picked up the officers, or even let them ride on the side rails as they went up the road, they would have likely opened fire on the bandits. Luckily, the Swensons and the trainers were able to ride away safely, but it was not confirmed if anyone was hurt after the encounter. In May of 2021, a series of storms swept through West Virginia, bringing winds as strong as 70 miles per hour to the region. On May 26th, a woman named Amber
crazy.
Rivas was driving down Route 51 in Jefferson County when power lines started falling across the road. This is what her dash cam captured.
Right. That's scary as fuck.
With a swift maneuver, Amber manages to swerve off the road just in time to avoid the impact of the power lines. She later uploaded the video to Facebook and thanked the people who stopped to help her. These situations are incredibly dangerous for more than one reason. In addition to the threat of being crushed under the weight of the falling power line, electrocution is also a significant risk. If a live power line makes direct contact with a car or even comes close to it, the driver can be fatally electrocuted. The power line could also potentially ignite the car's fuel, leading to a fire or explosion. Luckily, the wires didn't come close enough to Amber's car to do any damage, and she was able to drive away unharmed. This clip was captured in Chile on February 26, 2022, and later uploaded to Reddit. In the footage that was captured by the driver's dashcam, the white car in front can be seen braking more than is necessary and moving a little suspiciously down the road that leads up to a tunnel. The driver with the dashcam keeps his distance as the white car comes to a complete stop, and this is where things get interesting.
Maybe I haven't seen this video. I thought I did. This looks familiar. The song. Okay, fuck. Jesus.
As soon as the white car stops, at least 4 suspects jump out and start running towards the driver's car in what we can assume to be a carjacking attempt. Having sensed that something was wrong from the start, the driver reacts in a split second and accelerates quickly. The attackers have just enough time to move out of the way as the driver rams into the white car and takes off the door as he speeds away. One thing that caught many viewers' attention is the fact that the man remained incredibly calm throughout the attempted carjacking. His awareness of the situation and quick thinking ultimately kept him out of harm's way, and based on his behavior, it's very likely that this isn't the first time something like this happened to him. This seems to be echoed by the description that was uploaded to Reddit by the user who posted the video. The caption read, "To give more context, this happened in Chile. I wasn't driving, but I often use that route. Here, this type of carjacking has become so common that it's a risk to get out of the car after 10 p.m., and all drivers have learned to keep their distance from the front cars on exits." There's not a lot of information on this incident online, and it was never confirmed if the carjackers were caught by police or not. In August of 2020, a series of fires broke out across Northern California, causing a wave of destruction, the likes of which had only been seen 5 times before in that area. In what came to be known as the infamous LNU Lightning Complex, multiple fires merged together, burning a total of 363,220 acres, destroying 1,491 structures, and heavily damaging another 32. Caused by a combination of thousands of lightning strikes, a record-breaking heat wave, and strong winds blowing across the state, the LNU Lightning Complex soon grew to be the 6th largest fire complex in California history. One of the largest fires, known as the Hennessy Blaze, originated in Napa County and eventually merged with 7 other fires to burn over 300,000 acres of wildland. On August 18th, just a day after the Hennessy fire started, a man named Tyler Day captured dashcam footage of the walls of flames as he drove through the blaze on Highway 128 and Steel Canyon Road in Napa. This is what he saw.
That's fucking crazy. It's literally like hell. Would you, be honest guys, would you drive through that? I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would.
In what looks like a scene from an apocalyptic movie, Tyler drives through the raging fire to safety, capturing this terrifying footage of the burning forest along the way. From the threat of falling trees to melted roadways and blocked paths, driving through a raging fire is obviously extremely dangerous. Luckily, Tyler was able to make it out alive. Sadly, the same can't be said for others, as the fire complex claimed the lives of 6 people and injured another 5 as the flames engulfed entire communities in California. At the time of the recording, the Hennessy fire was 0% contained, and it wasn't until October 2nd of that year that the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection announced that the entire complex had been extinguished. On the evening of Sunday, April 14, 2019, a power line came down at the intersection of Route 70 and Colonial Drive in Manchester County, New Jersey, in the middle of a thunderstorm. The wire ended up falling and getting stuck on a traffic light, and in the early morning hours of Monday, April 15th, an employee with Jersey Central Power and Light went to untangle the wires. Sergeant Hemhauser from the Manchester Township Police Department was parked at the intersection, thanks to which the incident was captured on the dashcam of his patrol car.
What is about to happen?
In the footage, the worker can be seen untangling the wire and pulling at it in an attempt to get it unstuck. Of course, for this to be safe, the power line would have to be de-energized, especially if the ground was still wet. In a later interview, Sergeant Hemhauser claimed that he was under the impression that the power line had been previously de-energized, and it seems as if the worker thought the same thing. But just a few seconds into the video, the worker gets the scare of a lifetime when the power line touches the ground.
Right.
As soon as the wire makes contact with the wet road, it bursts into flames. The worker can be seen immediately dropping the wire and leaping back in surprise, obviously not expecting the power line to be live. After the initial shock, the utility worker takes off running and makes his way to safety. According to Sergeant Hemhauser, the flames were so hot that they burned holes in the asphalt on the street. After the incident was reported, Jersey Central Power and Light immediately launched an investigation to determine why the power line was even live in the first place if a utility worker had been given the green light to fix it. Although the exact cause of the incident was never publicly revealed, no further incidents have been reported in the area. This dashcam footage was captured on March 1st, 2013 in Bashkira, a republic of Russia that sits between Volga and the Ural Mountains in Eastern Europe. In the video, a tornado can be seen quickly approaching the vehicle and the adjacent house. What follows is a shocking display of the sheer force of nature as the 130-mile-per-hour winds wreak havoc on the house and its surroundings.
Jesus Christ. What would you guys do in this situation? What the fuck?
At first, only the tree and some tarp that was flying on the ground can be seen moving in the wind. But just a few seconds later, the roof is ripped off the house, the vehicle is thrust forward, and debris starts flying everywhere as the tornado rages on. When the video was originally uploaded to Reddit in 2014, the user who posted it didn't include any context surrounding the incident. We can only hope that there was no one in the house when the tornado struck, but we'll likely never know if that was the case.
Wow. That's crazy. Holy moly, man. That was nuts. That last video is pretty crazy. But you guys learned a couple of things, okay? Always keep weapons in your car and be vigilant, and also don't walk in the street when there's cars coming. There you go. You guys learned. But fuck. Okay, well, there you have it. That was my reaction to these dashcam videos. If you guys are interested in any more of this kind of content, let me know, and I will be glad to check out more. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching.